Persona is a series that is intimidating for a lot of people, even to those who enjoy JRPGs. Yet, with Persona finally going multi-platform, the interest in the series has absolutely exploded. It's honestly something that I've been waiting for a very long time. It all started with Persona 4 Golden making its way to Steam. Now, in a few days, you'll be able to find the latest 3 Persona titles on Xbox, Steam, Game Pass, and even the Nintendo Switch. So, is the Persona series worth your time if you've never played it? Well, I'm going to go over 3 positives and 3 negatives of the series. That way, if you plan on picking up the series, you know what you're getting yourself into. I would also suggest looking in this comment section. I actually encourage those who love the series to share your thoughts. Share the good and the bad, because I truly feel a brand new group of people are about to join the community, which is exciting to see. So let's get into it. By the way, this video marks the 2-week anniversary for the channel. If you enjoyed the video so far, or if you're new and you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe. I would love for you to join me on this journey. Now, let me first break down the 3 major good points. The story. Persona has been a series that has consistently had solid writing and very engaging character progression. The series' defining feature isn't the dungeons, the magic, or even the art. It's the interpersonal relationships between the characters, which over time can change dramatically. While they do dip into the well of anime tropes, the characters end up being very three-dimensional. So, never take anyone at face value when they're first introduced. Yet, also understand that you'll only see deeper into a character's story unless you put the effort into it. While some parts may come up naturally over time, most require putting time and effort into the relationship. Just like real life, some are more open than others, and some will completely change your perception of them over time. But that's the beauty of the story. While a ton of crazy antics happen, it truly can become an intimate tale of you learning about all these NPCs. And not even the main cast either. You will learn more about very side characters as well. Even better, mechanically, it's a way to increase your strength. So, not only will you grow emotionally with the story and the characters, but the game's mechanics reward you for putting the effort into. Number 2, the Personas. As the name of the game suggests, this game is all about personas. So what are they really? Well, think of them like Pokemon if you want to keep things super simple. Yet, instead of being random monsters that you find out in the world, they are aspects of your personality that are magically drawn out of you. These personas change the type of magic you cast and elemental damage you deliver. You can even augment your stats, and personas can level up as well. So you'll spend a lot of time growing personas based on the situation or playstyle. Plus, you can merge personas together to create new ones. It's a great way to bring a ton of variety into the game. Most characters only have one persona, so mixing up your teammates as you go into dungeons is key, since some teammates may be better suited to dungeon crawl than others. Fighting monsters has a bit of a rock, paper, scissors mechanic that certain types of powers are more effective than others. On top of all that, you can increase the power of a persona by increasing the interpersonal relationships you build with others. So, while grinding levels helps a lot, you can see major buffs if you increase your relationships with others. Number 3, unique pacing. Persona has very unique pacing compared to other JRPGs out there. In short, just dungeon crawling is only part of the story. Since making personal connections and unlocking personas is key, dungeons represent more like story arcs than the main crux of the game. At the start of every arc, a dungeon will normally become available to you. Your characters live their lives. They go to school, do extracurricular activities, hang out with friends, and more. Yet, to ensure you're always trying to optimize your time, you normally have a certain amount of days to complete the dungeon of that arc. So you have to balance dungeon crawling up the dungeon, improving your relationships that improve stats, and overall JRPG level grinding. This again brings an interesting pace to the game, so you'll learn how to optimize your approach to the situation, cause it's all important. Yet, you have to finish before time is up. So there's just enough there to ensure you're always engaged. Even if you do a basic level grind in a dungeon, it has a purpose to improve your progress. Now enough with singing the praises. Let me break down 3 things that may keep someone from getting into the series. Number 1, length. This right here is something JRPG fans are normally used to. It's not uncommon to put 20, 30, 40, 50 hours into a single JRPG. That's what most people who play the genre tend to understand when starting a new game. Yet, Persona is still a bit long, even for a lot of JRPG fans. To get the true ending of the game, it's extremely common, and at times necessary, to put about 100 plus hours into the game. Persona is the very definition of it's a marathon and not a sprint. This time is intimidating just by itself, yet when you add in the time for other things in life, a lot of people just don't want to actually put all those hours in. A ton of people love Persona games, but I bet their actual completion rate is still very low. When you have school, work, family, and simply other games you want to play, dedicating yourself to a 100 plus hour adventure may simply be too much to deal with. Number 2. The death system. There's a lot of ways games handle death of the main character in JRPGs. The most common way is for the MC to die in a fight, and then you play the other characters in the meantime so you could possibly revive the MC. Persona, well, it doesn't do it like that. It doesn't matter what happens. If the MC goes down, it's game over. You can absolutely be destroying the boss, and suddenly the boss does a super move and boom, the MC is dead. This design is extremely frustrating because, especially in turn-based battles, this type of stuff just happens sometimes. A critical hit lands, or a monster casts a spell that your MC is vulnerable to. This can lead to frustration to the player, especially when you haven't saved in hours and are now forced to restart the game. Which leads into the last thing, the save game system. Save games in Persona are very far and few between, especially in dungeons. Be prepared to die and lose hours of progress. It happens to everyone who plays the series. It's just a part of the mechanics. Personally, a very bad part, but it's part of the package. So please be aware, whenever you have a chance, please save the game. Those opportunities are gold mines, and ensure to make multiple saves, just in case. Don't say I didn't warn you. Those are my 3 positives and negatives to the series. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, please like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you for being awesome.